Hey, I'm Kev, Mr. and welcome back to Baja Edge of Control HD. As we're enjoying our time in the open world class, winning the first couple of leagues and into the final league, the Fox Racing Shocks Reservoir League. It is 6 races long, so a bit of a longer episode as we're heading to the Lake Power environment at first and the Dancing Wolf track. And there we are in the desert, kind of, in the country. As we've got 3 laps, get into the lead and get off to a winning start in this league. We've got a couple of slow buggies already, almost forcing us into the tree there. It's like Greg Blakeman slowed down a lot. So we're up to 5th. So go over a couple of jumps. Got this very nice corner, but it looks like everyone's cutting it. And into, oh, the right, we needed a bit of a boost from Chris Harold, a rival from the last episode. He's up to 5th. Actually, that might have been Troy Ackerstein. Nick's Downer inside. We're not making a good start in this race, only 6th at the end of the first lap. Or approaching the end of the first lap. Just had to use the brake there, carrying too much speed into that corner. We go get it down to 3rd. So here comes Troy again. I was like, no, that's Steve. Down the inside and the end of the first. So we've got Dennis as well slowing down. Did that a lot in the last episode as well. Down in 6th. Not very good at opening that. So everyone carrying lots of speed through the corners. Or missing the corners at all. As, oh no, we clipped the rock. Just about keep it together. Clipped another rock. We're destroying the fence. We're down to 8th. Only got Troy behind us. Got to get it down to 3rd to build the rev so we can carry that, get that speed again, get that momentum going again as everyone's slowed down though. At the top of the hill, so we're up to 5th again. Our favourite spot of this race, in who's like. So there we go, get some throttle modulation going. Down the inside though, drifting, going 3 wide for 2nd. Looks like we're going to be losing out to Victor. Or not, got the cutback, got the inside, got Steve in 2nd to have a magnificent race. Love that open up as we go into the lead ahead of Dennis. How's Dennis leading this? He was nowhere on the previous lap, he was really slow. Almost go on 2 wheels and flip this thing, which you kind of did last episode as well. So there goes Victor into the lead. Dennis has dropped back, it looks like. As they go up the hill, this is where they seem to slow down. Let's keep it in 5th. And there we go, they are slowing again, almost turning into the rock. That would not have been good, as we've already demonstrated this race. There we go, keep it in 5th. Again, you'll hear me hitting the red limiter, keeping it in 4th just for stability reasons. So there goes the engine, there goes Victor. Giving old Chariot's welcome. But it looks like he's going to hold on, heading towards the line. Who's it going to be? Victor or myself? Myself! Just by 14 thousandths of a second ahead of Victor. The Dennis in 3rd, Steve 4th, Mike 5th, Jerome 6th, Chris Howard 7th, Troy 8th, and Greg Brakeman at the back. So it's do start off with a victory, didn't they? Like we were going to do that for most of that race, but coming through in the end. As now we head to the Cabo San Lucas environment and the Todos Santos track. Todos Santos track. Todos Santos track. There we go. 3rd time lucky. Maybe. As they all got some nice sunset here going on for this 3-lap race. And Steve with a terrible start. Looks like Greg as well in front maybe. They head towards the first couple of corners. Very wide open. I'll get the feeling it's going to get a bit tighter. As we slot into 7th, just ahead of Greg. You've got Dennis in front. Going to try and drift it down the inside. As we're 3 wide. 4 wide. We're just stuck to Troy though, it looks like. What's that Dennis we're stuck to? There you go, wide open. We've still got that lot there. They must pay a lot to just sit there and watch us race. There we go, mega jump into the lead. That's how you do it. Because now I remember this course. Let's go into the second lap. Got Jerome in second, which is pretty good because he finished in the mid-pack in that first race, and Victor in third. Gotta watch out for him, as this is a sector where we're a bit slower. Then of course you see Mega Jump, we're pretty good over. Taking the inside line, trying to cut off Jerome, but he's got the outside. Trying to brake, get off him. Get the cut back maybe. Let's look at this fence everywhere. As we wheel to wheel, I hope you're getting your money's worth, yacht people. There we go, over 100 miles per hour. As they reach space and get back down to earth. With a bump, look at that, that left rear tyre did not like that. As we head on to the final lap, leading but with a damaged vehicle. As there's Jerome down our inside, we've got Victor behind closing quickly. So flat out, we've got no speed. Look at Jerome go. Going to try and cut off Victor again, taking this inside line, but he's got the outside, unfortunately. Here we go, down the inside maybe, not quite, couldn't carry momentum. We've got Chris Howard as well, trying to get past us. And it looks like he will. We're going to be off the podium. Here comes everyone. Absolutely abysmal final lap. Here comes Greg as well, wheel to wheel. Everyone's slowing down in the final sector. Here we go, trying to get back onto the podium. No, someone jumps over us. Dennis tries to jump over us, but we do hold on to third. As Victor wins ahead of Jerome. They've got Greg in fourth, Chris in fifth, Dennis is down in sixth. Despite that attempt, Stevens here, Michael Lopez in eighth, and Troy at the back. So we're down to second now behind Victor. As we head to the Canyon de Shelly environment and the Terra Brenner track. So here we are amongst the greenery. That's what we like to see. 3 laps as we get underway. Once again, Steve and Greg not getting a very good getaway. Better after the initial phases, someone's just stopped in front. Thank for that. Really held up Greg. So here we go towards the first corner. Looks like the top 3 already getting away. As you go up the hill. So of course there's going to be a big jump afterwards, isn't there? So you slot into 7th it looks like, and almost get taken out by Steve. Here's the big jump. Oh, I didn't carry too much speed though. It's all hitting the fence. Tried to slow down. Went too wide though into the corner. So go through the middle sector. This is not going to be our track. This is the bogey track maybe of the 6. You can already tell that, as here comes Greg again trying to mount us. Greg, we're not getting a room with you, okay? Give on the dreams as we do mount. Dennis, though, no! Someone's flipping in front. Was that Greg? That's how you race. You mount your opponent. No! Dennis, what are you doing? Dennis, get off me! What are you doing, Dennis? Just punted us, and now look how far back we are of everyone. Almost 10 seconds, thanks to Dennis. Again, that's a bit of an issue with this game, unfortunately. You do get attached to your opponents. I don't know why they didn't bother to fix that. There you go, we are gaining back up to the stragglers. As you can see, while this is a 3-lap race, we've got this hairpin coming up. We've got to remember to brake. Not too much braking. Oh, someone goes off. Looks like that was Greg. Looks like someone's so in front as well. That's Troy holding up Dennis. So we're up into 6th. Onto this second lap. So Dennis hasn't cost us too much in the end, but still, that was pretty damn annoying. Let's go up the hill past Steve. We've got Chris in front. Trying to go down the inside of Victor, our opponent. Get out of here, Victor. As we get our wheels entangled, we've got Mike Lopez. Winning as... That's a bit of a low rider. Landing, as that is not how you take those couple of corners. Again, I'm braking too much, or not braking enough. As there goes the tyres and brakes already halfway through this race. So try and catch up to Mike, who's having a superb run out front. Got Steve behind us. Again, this is a sector where we're a bit quicker. So don't push the panic button just yet. Go through the bank into that very slowly. But you can see Mike's struggling to get up the hill though. We're building a gap to Steve behind. So here we go. Charge for victory is on. Get down to 4th. Get down to 4th again. Get the revs off the corner. As we go flat out towards this final hairpin. It's a bit like a Tilka track, isn't it? So I think I've said that before about this circuit. Let's try and use that bank. So right in the tail of Mike, heading on to the final lap. We've got a good gap behind 2/3. So let's challenge for the victory on this final lap. Very long circuit as well. Minute 43. So how can we get past Mike? Maybe after this hill. So we go down the inside then for the win. Oh, he holds it round the outside. Good defence. Got Dennis behind. Looking pretty handy in this league. And that's how you take that right and left. There we go. That's much better. So we do take the lead from Mike. And thankfully, we've still only got the tyres and brakes that have gone. Defending the inside from Mike, but he does it round the outside. Great move. Got some good battle in this race. Let's go into the bank. Take that a bit wide though. So did Mike, have a very slow getaway. So we go past him back into the lead. Get up to 5th. We're not getting too much speed. Oh, we're getting some speed now. Drop it down to 4th for the corners. And you go 5th off the corner, so we're not sliding too much. As you go down this back straight towards this hairpin. The hairpin of doom. He's going to come out of it. Oh, in front. He's punted us off, has he? Just hold on, just. Or do we hold on to 2nd as here comes everyone else? Got Troy going for 2nd. I said we're just holding him off as we're interlinked as he go across the line. So Mike Lopez wins. We're in 2nd though. Troy, Dennis in 4th, Victor down in 5th. Good for us. Chris Howden 6th, Greg 7th, Steve 8th, and Jerome in 9th. So we still lead heading into the second half of this league as we go to the Undy Salt Flats and the Lone Wolf Canyon track. And so here we are, camouflage among the cactuses for this 2-lap race. Oh, do we have a very long course then? It looks like we do. Looks very tight as well. Or is that just different routes we can take? Let's go downhill. 3 wide already, as you begin every race. And yeah, it looks very tight and twisty, this track in the desert. So we're stuck in 6th. There's no real places to make moves, unfortunately. It looks like a long track as well, with only 2 laps. So we'll get on 2 wheels. That's not good. We'll go slide it into 4th. Got Dennis in front. Of course, our friend in this league. Is that him beeping his horn at us? Get out of here, Dennis. Here's our championship rival, Victor in 2nd in front. Might just sit behind though, as I don't really know this course. Bit of a new one. Maybe recognise it from the rallies, but not for circuit racing. Let's get down to 4th. Had to slow up majorly over the hill. And there we go. Go on to the salt flats. Wheel to wheel with Victor. Oh, he's pushing us wide. Thanks for that, Victor. Let's try and cut back on him. Looks like the leader's getting away from us, though. Even though we're flat out, and there goes the body panels. It's Jerome in the lead. And oh, Victor! As we cut the course. How did we cut the course? We were wheel to wheel, then one car went flipping, and we had no control. I don't understand that, how we cut the course, but okay. So we're back up to 5th, just as we're catching Jerome as well. So that could be a championship flashpoint there. As again we've cut the course. How have we cut the course? I mean, you've got this alternate route, but I'm not cutting the course, I'm taking the long way surely. Using that route. It's once again dropping back. Got Troy in front. So we're going to quickly take 6th off him. Or not, as he pushes us right. There's a Victor on us. We've got Victor behind by around 5 seconds. Hasn't really lost out too much then in all of this. So we've been cutting courses allegedly. And there goes the tyres and brakes already. Might have to be making a pit stop on the second lap. Go through the mud. We're dropping back from Troy. And Victor's gaining on us. As there goes the engine, we'll have to make a pit stop. As there are the mechanics. There's, oh, it looks like Chris Howard has slowed down. Let's go up the hill. Back onto the rough stuff. Using the brakes to make sure I'm in the right groove. And look at this, everyone's slowing down in front. And that was Dennis. And we've got Steve as well, so we're back up to 4th. Jerome's still leading, I'm guessing, by a country mile. We're right behind Troy. The Great Wall of Troy. Let's maybe can make a move. Do I need to get a Trojan horse out or something? So he really is defending hard for this 3rd. Like I said, in the meantime, that he's just getting away as you go on to the 2nd lap. I do like just a longer course though. Being over 4 minutes long in the 1st lap. So losing the rear end. And then modulate the throttle a bit. And they have the brakes as well. Get down to 3rd. We're getting back up on Troy. So that, now how can we make a move on him? That's all. That's a bit of a booty shaker in front for 2nd. That's Mike Lopez losing out. So we're wheel to wheel with Troy. And looks like we do finally take 2nd. But look at that lead for Jerome. Almost 10 seconds in front. Madness. With how closely packed it is for almost everyone else. Leave someone 10 seconds in the lead. Crazy. But if we just get this podium, it's another good result for the championship. Just racking up the podiums. Let's make sure we're not cutting the courses, in quotation mark. Got these bumps for the salt flats. And back up to 5th. As there goes the shocks and clutch. Got the full house. So I don't know what track we're taking there, but we do avoid the house. So we are gaining on Jerome's side. This is where he was a bit slower. So on that previous lap. But of course we're pitting, I think. I think we got to pit. So you go taking the outside line. Make sure we're staying in the groove. So we're losing the rear again. We've already caught up to Jerome. Look at that. We're taking Troy along for the ride as well. Our favourite person from this race. That was reflipped. So we've got Dennis in 4th. We're quite some way back as we're part of the group of 3 which have broken away. And so we've caught up to Jerome. As there goes the engine, we're definitely going to have to pit then. It looks like Troy's slowing down as well. And there's Jerome as well in front. We're all slowing. I think everyone is slowing. Dennis has dropped back. Let's get it down to 3rd just to get some traction off the corners. It's not working. Because the engine is now very intermittent. Probably should have pitted on the first lap now. Look at that, we're struggling to reach 60. As we're all crawling towards the pits, I'm guessing. Jerome's got some speed though, in front. So is Troy, out of the Tristy stuff. Oh, they've got good engines in it. It's like, I'm just struggling. Because now Dennis is gaining by a country mile. Come on, where's the pits? Oh, this is painstaking. Not being able to do anything. As they're not pitting. Go on, make it a quick pit stop, guys. I'm just going. The Saints, Chris Howard. We've got Mike Lopez behind. So we've still got engine issue, but we're in 5th. Let's see what we can do for the remaining, what, 20 seconds? We can catch up to Victor for 4th. Important for the championship we do that. Of course, we've got our vehicle all repaired up. He hasn't. There we go, down the inside, up into 4th. And they've got Dennis in 3rd. Can we catch up to Dennis? Get a podium. It'll be very good, as everyone else is going to be very slow. Well, we're not. With our repaired machine. Again, probably should have done it on the first lap as well. There we go, down the inside of Dennis. So we do grab an important podium as Jerome lost out on the victory in the end. As it was Troy winning. And there is Victor in 5th. We've got Chris in 6th. Mike in 7th, Steve in 8th, and Greg in 9th. So we do still lead, heading to the penultimate race of the championship around the Canon Sheddy environment and the Green Hill Plateau. So here we are, revving up the engine among the greenery for 4 laps. Steve and Greg slow again. Already got a diverging course in front as well. Where's everyone going? Looks like we're going this way then. Look at it. Is this a figure of 8 or something? What the heck? We'll find out soon. Looks like it is. Oh, this is awesome. No, that's not awesome. Of course we start off with a flip. Everyone's meeting up while we're at the back. Wonder where everyone is. Because we've got Troy in 8th. Again, we've just got to beat Victor. That's our goal in all these races, beat Victor. Let's go downhill in 4th. Once again diverging. We're going to take the outside line. Which I'm guessing you only take if you need to go to the pits. You might need to this race. Am I driving? It's got another diversion trail. Going to take... Seems like everyone's going to take this route. Which again is the outside line. Why are we following everyone? We're taking the outside line for all these routes. That's a nice jump though. Oh, that's an even better jump if we land it. Just about. No! Who made those solids? God damn it. Okay, I thought a couple of races ago we had our bogey race. This might be our bogey race then. So down in 9th. They're taking the track. We flipped on the opening that. Let's go a bit slower then over these jumps. That's better. And look at this, we're like 10 seconds behind everyone else. And our car still wants to go on 2 wheels. No, buggy. 2 wheels bad, you're not a motorbike. One day, the buggy will learn. Let's take this inside line then. Let's see if this is quicker. Not really. No, you can be very flat out. There's all someone's crashed in front. Troy's crashed in front. Thanks, Troy. So we're no longer last. No, brake. Braking in the air does not work. So just in front of Troy. Then towards the line. Okay, we've still got 2 laps though, this race. We can still gain maybe. The people in front of us. Let's take this route. Troy takes the other one. Let's see if this is any better. Lots of flat out. As there goes the shocks already. Surprised it took so long actually. So we go over the top of our opponents. There goes the tyres and brakes. There goes the engine as well. Maybe not the best route then, as it made our car fall apart. And here comes Troy again, the Great Wall of Troy. Get out of here, Troy. Oh, and he pushes it into the pole. Thanks, Troy. Arse. So yes, he's got the pit for damage. So have we. So let's get going. That was quick. Good work from the mechanics. But still, we're battling for last with Troy. This has not been a very good race. So he's taking this route. Let's follow him. We go flat out. And virtually flat out. So a few seconds behind, but we're gaining over the big jumps. To go on to the final lap. Got to really lift off. Otherwise I've been into that pole once again. So what route's he taking? We'll follow. Here we go. So he's taking this outside route. Even though it's not as quick maybe as the other one. To be fair, they are pretty similar. I guess it's just how you take them, but... There we go. Cutting that off. We're still 15 seconds behind Dennis and the gang. In front. As they are starting to pit on the final lap as well. No, it doesn't look like Dennis is, as he's taking the other route. So once again, we're just level with Troy. We're just following Troy. Trying to gain on him, but it's not working. So heading into the final couple of corners of this race. Oh, he's taking the other route. We're taking this then. Oh, we're just sliding by again in the middle of the corner. And look at that, means Troy's in front of us. Then towards the line. I don't care if our right rear tyre's gone. We're in last. Dreadful race. Has Victor won as well? Worst result we could have had, with Jerome on the podium, Chris in second, Greg 4th, Steve 5th. Might see it, Dennis 7th, Troy in 8th. So then into the final race, we're in second. We've dropped down. We've got to win this final race. If we look at the leaderboard, look at that, Victor's got a good lead as well. You've got to win and hope Victor does poorly. Around the Mogollon Falls and the Mogollon Rim environment. But here we are, with the championship out of our hands, heading to this race. After being so consistent, falls apart in the penultimate race. We've got 4 laps around here. Lucky it's an environment I remember being kind to us though. So we've been pushed into the water, as I say that. Look at that, they're like 3 or 4 wide. Idiots. Let's go diving down the inside. We've got Troy leading. We've cut off Victor, so Jerome's up to 3rd. And we're now behind the Great Wall of Troy. And you've seen how difficult he is to pass in previous races as he just cuts in front of us. Now we're going to try and cut in front of him and take the lead. Like it's a short circuit. What the heck are you doing, Buggy? Why are you trying to drift? You're not a bike. I've told you this. Got Jerome in third. So if we take the lead, we're at least in a good position, I think. And we do. Down the inside of Troy. Cut off his line. We've got Greg in third. As long as you don't see Victor in third, I think we're good, maybe. Let's go over the road, go over the traffic. Again, a nice view. If you're like on your Sunday drive and you just see buggies flying over you at like 100 miles per hour. And as they are building a lead on Troy, it seems to have fallen into the hands of Greg. So a short shift up to fifth. Modulated throttle heavily over these bumps. Go on to the further that second half of the race. Still no Victor on the podium. That's good to see. Let's go through the jumps. We seem to be so much better through the water. Not the jumps, the splashes, should I say. Through the water splashes. Oh, get out of the way, buddy. Now, animals are harmed in the making of this video, thankfully. So now we go towards this tricky section. You know, as you saw with Troy, you can just cut it, but it seems to be better if you just stick to the lines. As we go into the final lap of this league. Have we won it? Or is Victor? So we've got Troy and Greg behind, and look at that, we've got a bit of a gang of three and then a bit of a gap. So hopefully Victor's part of that second group as there goes the engine. The final lap. Not surprised. Get down to third, use the bank. I do like this course. Little course, but challenging. So you go over the top of the SUV. Was that people carrier? You've got the shocks and clutch have gone as well. Can we make it the brakes and tyres? Get the full house. Then the season as this Troy and Jerome actually battling the podium, and they got a bit of a gap to fourth and fifth. Oh, what is happening behind as we cross the line with another victory? But have we won the championship? As Victor's fourth. Oh, he did fight back. Greg fell down to sixth with Chris in fifth, Dennis seventh, Steve eighth, and Mike in ninth. So we do win it, just from Victor. Oh, that was nail biting with Jerome in third. Great, Troy in fourth, Chris in fifth, Mike in sixth, Dennis in seventh, Greg in eighth, Steve in ninth. Again, average rank is a bit messed up. It looks like at the top. But we win the Theatre Croc Racing buggy, GMS buggy, Black Market Racing truck, and an invitation to Blue Sea. So, and Wide Open Rally, and KMC Rally, lots of invitations. I should probably take part in one of these eventually. We're just concentrating on the leagues and the open wheel. As next time I'll be doing a couple of rallies if we've got the time. We're doing the BF Goodrich Hillside Rally, then the terrible Herps High Stakes Rally. But we've won all of the leagues, just about. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.